What's up, lowriders? It's me again, and I'm here to talk about Marcel Scott and Letitia Scott's Blaque EXPO 2024. So I'm going around the internet. I'm listening to hundreds of content creators because I love some content, some of them not so much. And it's the name calling unnecessarily and calling people out of their names, because you don't like them. Well, it's okay for you not to like somebody. But when you shoot that negative energy to the public to try and get them to agree with you, I'm not in agreement with you. So let's be real clear about that. I'm going to make my own assessment based on how my brain works. And the fact that people think that they're scammers and all these other things. The only thing that I can see that Letitia and Marcel do is copy. They do copy from others, okay? Marcel admitted it yesterday in a video I saw that, yeah, we're taking from Mel's page because that's what we was doing. And if anyone was paying attention, when they were all in that meeting, the Core 6, they were sitting down. Although Letitia was not very open to taking any advice, one thing she is open to is listening to her husband. So she could sit there and act like a little child if she wants to and make faces and do all these body movements and stuff. Marcel was sitting there taking notes. He was taking notes. He was trying to tell her to stop, which he always does. He tries to get her to calm down. But when she's in that mood, her infantile behavior mood, she's not going to calm down. So he lets her do her and he does him. He literally listened to what was being told to him. Now, I get that he may have decided to do a Blaque EXPO. And so the word they're saying is that he stole the idea from a friend of his. I don't think he stole the idea because Blaque EXPOs have been going on since the beginning of time. Okay, so let's be real clear about that. He didn't steal the idea for a Blaque EXPO. He might have stole some of the trinkets that they had or used or copied some of the trinkets that they had in their Blaque EXPO. That does not mean that they can't have a Blaque EXPO and Marcel and Letitia can't have a Blaque EXPO, because they can. Multiple people have Blaque EXPOs all the time. Okay. The unique thing about their Blaque EXPO is because they spell it the way their cigar is spelled. Black with a Q. Okay, QUE on the end. So that's the unique thing about the Blaque EXPO, number one. And number two, the fact that they have done it before. They've done a multitude of things. If people had taken the time to look at their website, they would see that they have been doing things. The whole thing that I'm hearing is, oh my God, they don't know how to do nothing. Nobody knows where the location is. Nobody knows what the cost is. Nobody knows what this is. Nobody knows what that is. You would if you had to check the information on the website. But what the people are so busy doing is looking for lawsuits and looking for things that they could use against them. Why? They're on a reality show. The things that they're doing, they're supposed to be doing. This is part of the show. You may not like what they're doing, so say that. But to decide you're just going to hate a person just because they're doing their job, okay, that just logically makes no sense to me. Now, where I'm from, well, I'm from New York originally, but I live in Tigard, Oregon. Portland is the big city out here in Oregon where a lot of blacks predominantly reside and so forth and so on. So anytime that there's any type of vendor event, we just go to look in Black Portland on Facebook and see what's happening and see if we want to participate. My husband and I run a photo booth, and we also have a nonprofit, the Brian Joseph Brundage number 44 Education Fund Incorporated. If we decide we want to be vendors, we will pay that vendor fee. And vendor fees depend on the size of the venue. Sometimes we have to pay $25. Sometimes we have to pay $50. Sometimes we pay $100. Okay, the larger the event, the more the fee for you being a vendor is going to cost. And the purpose of an expo or Blaque EXPO or business presentation or whatever you want to call it is to promote your business, number one, which Maurice and Letitia are doing, and to link up with other businesses, to network and continue to get business or bring business to one another. That is the purpose of the expo. But the dislike for Letitia and Marceau because of the Blaque EXPO is ridiculous. So what? They did a Blaque EXPO too, or also. So what? Why is it that they can't do a Blaque EXPO? I don't understand the thinking. I don't understand what folks are thinking, why they can't do a Blaque EXPO. If you don't like Marceau and Letitia, say that. But y'all are linking y'all dislike for them to their business acumen, which obviously they have some sort of business acumen to be able to pull off the things that they've done, the deals that they've done, the commercial buildings they have built that are standing. They haven't fallen. There's nothing wrong with them. You know, they're doing something right. If you don't like him, I'd just appreciate it if you say, look, I don't like these motherfuckers, and boop, blah, and say what the reason is. But all these little excuses, well, Letitia don't know how to talk. She can't have graduated from college. She must have got her degree from YouTube and all that. Come on now. Come on, black people. We got to do better than that. You got to stick to the topic at hand. Whatever the topic is, stick to that. What is the primary reason that you dislike them? Stick to that. All this extra adding stuff in between and making up stuff that's not there and going online and looking up for their personal information and whatnot. And I see a lot of paperwork and folks literally have their personal information. You have their personal information, showing it to people, other people online. You have no idea what happens when you do stuff like that. And the fact of the matter is that you're not qualified to do that. You don't have that type of permission to just be putting people's business online like that. And I see people covering up their names and whatnot. You don't want nobody to know who you are, but it's okay to reveal other people's information. Now, if someone did that to you, how would you feel? I just think it's rude. It's disrespectful. I think it's unnecessary. We're supposed to be critiquing or talking about, having a conversation about a reality show. We get to see 10, maybe 20 minutes of their lives every week. And people have made a whole lifetime assessment of these people based on what Martell Holt has done, the thing that his mistress has done, because I'm not giving her no play at all. Every time y'all talk about her, she probably earns $1 and y'all don't even know it. Okay? I'm here to talk about Kimmy and them and Melody, of course, because Melody is my heart. Let's be real clear about that. And the Eminem kids and Mama Van and anybody else that interests me. But I'm doing my best practice not to put the man and the woman, Letitia and Marceau, boxing them in the category of hate because they did A, B, C, or D, or just A. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn from watching y'all what not to do. Because I wake up every morning, as long as God gives me breath and I put my feet on the table, I'm going to do my best to be positive throughout the day. There's no reason for me to be angry or mad unless there's something that I see is totally unnecessary. So I'm going to try to bring you positive vibes. I'm going to give you a little New York every now and then. There's going to be cussing. Yes, cussing is involved sometimes. I don't trust a person who doesn't cuss, okay? But I do not have to put down my fellow black man or woman to get my point across every single time I make a post. I choose not to do that. I am not going to be doing that. And when I feel myself getting upset or angry, I'm going to back out of my video. I'm going to let it play as it stands, but I'm going to go ahead and back out of my video because there's absolutely no need for me to do all that unnecessary calling people names. And if somebody doesn't agree with you, oh well, move on. People are not going to agree with you. But calling names and doing things that is just really, really, really disrespectful, it befuddles me. You know, you say Letitia acts like a child, but I'm looking at a lot of childish behavior right here in these YouTube streets. There's a couple of you I truly highly respect. I'm not going to call any names at this time because I do notice that you don't use the profanity all the time. Okay, and if you do it, nobody really knows that you're doing it because you're not doing it in a mean spirit. I just would like to see content creators tell the story, get to the facts, and that's it. All this digging up unnecessary information about people, because what you're starting to do is have other people do the same thing. And when you start digging into someone else's life, best believe they're going to start digging into yours. So sweep around your own front door before you sweep around mine. Thanks everybody for listening. Please like, subscribe, share my commentary, and please comment and tell me what you think on these videos. I love you. Peace.